Barrett, obviously a big day for you. Just kind of talk about the emotions of it.
Yeah, I mean, definitely, very excited to be named the starter. Obviously, it comes with a lot of responsibility, so that's another role that I'm going to have to take on now. I feel prepared to do that, definitely. I'm just glad it's all over. Glad to be named the starter. Glad to finally just kind of have it behind me and now really get ready for the season. So my mindset's going to have to change from trying to win the job to now, just really leading this team. Or leading the offense especially, and getting in the end zone every time we get the ball. That's our goal.
Any pressure to follow in Cam Newton?
No doubt.
Barrett, how did you find out, and what was your immediate reaction? Who did you call or text or whatever?
We were actually in Coach Chiz's office with me, Coach Chiz, and Coach Malzahn, and they told me. They brought us all the quarterbacks in separately and kind of told us each separately. What was your other question?
Just what was your reaction? Who did you call? What did you
I mean, I was definitely very excited, but at the same time, that's something I've been working towards, and I'd love to say I'm really surprised, or I wasn't surprised at all. It was kind of a mix between the both of being glad it was over with and being really glad that I was the starter, and then also really feeling like I got to get ready to lead this team and really get ready to go. So, and there was definitely a lot of excitement and a lot of nerves, kind of going in the office, wondering what was going to happen, but definitely just excited and very determined.
Have you and Clint had a chance to have a conversation since?
Yeah, we talked for a minute before the coaches called us in there. Me and him, I just grabbed him up and we both prayed for a minute in Coach Malzahn's office and just really just ask the Lord to let His will be done, and for us to be able to cheer on the other one. And we've been good friends throughout this whole thing. I don't think this is going to mess any of that up. I know he's really disappointed he didn't get the job. I would have been too, and really a little bit angry, a little bit disappointed. But at the same time, I think in a few days or a few weeks, he'll be able to come out of that and really be a great backup, a great friend, and all that.
You said you were brought in separately. Did you go first, or?
Yeah, they just brought us in, oldest, youngest, and told us.
Barrett, because the competition was so close, as you get into the season, you start playing and performing. Do you feel like you still may have to look over your shoulder? Is that anything back in your mind at all?
I don't think so. The coaches have made a point that once we pick a guy, that's who we're going to go with. So that's in my mindset. I don't think I'm going to have to look over my shoulder at all, but at the same time, I think we got a great backup in Clint in case something happened to me or whatever the case may be, and that's always a big plus for the coaches to have that confidence, and for me to also know that, if something happens, this team is definitely going to have a guy that can step up and do it. And I think that's a testament to how long it took for him to name a starter, is to really how much of a battle it really was and how good Clint is.
Well, because he hadn't really had a shot before, were you maybe even a little surprised by that he mounted a challenge like he did?
Not really. I mean, he's a great quarterback, and they gave him plenty of chances. They gave me plenty of chances to really show what we can do, and I guess they wanted to just continue to see how we each responded to different situations at practice and all that kind of stuff. So I can't really say I'm surprised at all, but glad at how things turned out.
You waited a long time to be the #1 guy to walk out there and it be your job. What did it feel like on the practice field?
It felt good. We had today was just another day of practice, but at the same time it was different for me knowing that, I'm the starting guy and it's up to me to make sure things run like they ought to. So I felt a lot more responsible for things that happen out on the field when I was out there. Anybody's missed assignment or drop ball or ball on the ground, fumble, those are the things that I'm going to have to start putting on my back, where before it wasn't really my position to do that at the time because I wasn't the starter, and now it is. So I'm definitely going to have to take that role.
What did you learn from Cam, not on the field, but those kind of things? What did you see watching him?
Yeah, I mean, he was definitely always an encourager and was able to help coach up the guys on the field, even off the field. When other coaches are busy, run over there and grab a guy and say, hey, here's what we're doing, here's what you need to do, even before the coaches get to talk to them or even before we watch film. And those are the kind of things that help your teammates, respect you, and for you to also take up that leadership role with those guys.
Who's the first person you called
you found out?
I still have not called or texted anyone at all. I didn't have my phone with me at all when we came down to the locker room. Of course, Coach Malzahn had us running on, pushing it for time to be out there ready for practice. So I still haven't called or texted anyone at all yet.
Talk about paying your dues. I mean, you're a guy that got your degree in hand before you got your first start. Did you ever think that it would come in that order?
Not at all. Not at all.